Hello all, I just realized that there's a video I can finally do here, so I'll go ahead and do it. It's, I believe it's 2018, right? Yeah, 2018 Topps Heritage, the big legend cards. As we all know, back in the 80s, these were bigger sized, not small like this, but yeah. We have the complete set finally. I realized that we had two cards missing, and I got those two cards in that box that I got yesterday. There, so we're going to start off 1 through 50, since there's a total of 50 of them. There's Alundra Blaze, Andre the Giant, Bam Bam Bigelow, Bob Backlund, held the title the second longest. Unfortunately, his second reign only lasted a day. After he was powerbombed, after beating Bret Hart for the title, he was powerbombed the next night by Nash, which led to one of the worst championship reigns of all time, because Nash held it for almost a year, and oh man, he sucked ass. Nash, well, I should say Diesel, because I mean at the time he was going by Diesel. Booker T, and there he is, Bret Hart. That was one of the ones that I needed. British Bulldog, rest in peace, and rest in peace Bruno Sammartino, who held it for the longest, 7 years, 8 months. And technically, you can say that Bob Backlund's really wasn't 5 years. Honestly, it wasn't really 5 years. Just like they say, Fabulous Moolah held it for 22 years. No, she didn't. For like 20 of those years, her championship was defunct. Bob Backlund actually lost it. I believe he lost it to Inoki. Let me see. I don't know where the hell I put the other tablet. We could look it up real quick. Oh, it's right there. Sorry about that. I'm going to look it up real quick. Well, this piece of garbage would hurry the hell up. I mean, sometimes it takes a while. I don't know why. I mean, there's really no reason for it to take so damn long to load and all that. Okay, let's see. Yeah, he lost it to Inoki. I was right. But they're not going to say it was, they don't recognize it anyways. WWE, it's not recognized, but it happened. Inoki beat Bob Backlund to end his reign at 1 year, a little over a year and about 4, 5, 6 months. Then Bob Backlund would get the belt back, vacate, then they give it back to him. It's like, what the hell? They're giving him a total of 5 years, 8 months, but in all reality, it wasn't that. Because I mean, whether WWE wants to admit it or not, this did happen. Inoki did win the championship. He is a former WWF champion. But anyways, back on track. Try to get the rest of this. I mean, damn, 4 minutes already wasted. Let's go ahead and finish it off. Let's see, there's Bruce Beefcake, Cowboy Bob Orton, the creator of the, how do you call it, the Superplex. There's Dean Malenko, DDP, the original Diamond Cutter, not that bullshit pathetic RKO garbage that Randy Orton uses. Dusty Rhodes, rest in peace. Eddie Guerrero, another rest in peace. This is a guy you really miss, because had he not died, I'm pretty sure we would have never had to put up with that piece of crap John Cena. Let me set that to hold those up. There we go. Edge. SmackDown hasn't been the same since he retired. Fuck Undertaker. It's Edge that kept SmackDown going. George the Animal Steel. That's another one that I was missing too. As you can see, it's not sleeved yet. But like I say, these cards, it's gonna be the same too. Like we saw in the pack where I got the Brett. You're always gonna get a George Steele and a Brett, or you're gonna get. It's always gonna be the same two. They don't randomize it really. Topps doesn't randomize it, so you're always gonna get the same two in every pack. Like I said, with if you see Bret Hart or George Steele, you're gonna get the other one as Bret Hart as George. If you see Bret Hart, you're gonna get George Steele. If you see George Steele, you're gonna get Bret Hart. That's how it always is. Greg the Hammer Valentine, the originator of the figure 4 leg lock, not Ric Flair. Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Harley Race, the King, rest in peace. The Honky Tonk Man, Iron Sheik. Aaron R. Shyster, IRS. Jake the Snake Roberts. Let's look at this real quick. That's Bray Wyatt's dad. You guys knew that? That's Bray Wyatt's father. Jake Roberts. Jerry the King Lawler needs to leave already. He's a bum. Jim Neidhart, rest in peace. Kerry Von Erich, rest in peace. The Texas Tornado. Man, he should have, instead of taking his own life, dumbass should have just taken it as is and went to prison. He would have been out of prison in a few years, you know. Bet he would still be alive. You've actually seen his daughter wrestle too before. If you guys watched TNA, Lacey Von Erich. She didn't last long as a wrestler though. She retired pretty quickly. Kevin Nash. Speaking of worst heavyweight championship reigns, Nash, he was also bad as a champion in WCW. Kevin Von Erich, the only one of the Von Erichs that's still alive, of the brothers. They were all a bunch of guys who took their own lives or got into drugs and forget it. Boom, there we go. There's the printing plate. Printing plate to the actual card. Sweet. Lex Luger. Lita. Macho Man. Ooh, yeah. Randy Savage. That sucks that he died. Great wrestler. Matter of fact, I think he was bigger than Hogan, but they kept shoving Hogan down everybody's throats. Michael Hayes. Didn't like him. Stupid racist. Mick Foley. Yeah, if you guys didn't know, that's the reason Bobby Lashley quit the first time around. This piece of crap. Mick Foley. $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. He was actually a spoof off of Ted Turner. Mr. Perfect. Rest in peace. Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. Actually, I think he was better than Hogan, but they let him. They let him go. They wasted him. And still, in that episode of Saturday Night's main event, his feet touched first. They should have never rose the cage and said, okay, you guys are going to wrestle. No. Paul Orndorff should have been WWF champion because his feet, and a lot of people dictated it, his feet touched before Hogan's. Another one, rest in peace, Nikolai Volkov. Thing that sucks about Mr. Wonderful, though, he so dedicated to the sport that he didn't take any time off, and he has a lot of damage that can't be repaired. Like one of his arms is longer than the other because of the fact that he didn't take any time off to try to get fixed. Let's see. Ravishing Rick Rude. Another rest in peace. Guy that I don't care about. I still don't see him as the greatest of all time. No way in hell. I think Sting was like light years ahead of him. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Another great one. Ron Simmons, the first black world heavyweight champion, when he won the WCW title from Vader. Roddy Piper, rest in peace. It sucks that he died. Was hoping they would have done another Legends House, another season Legends House, because he was a great leader of the Legends. They didn't bother to do that, and he just passed away. Blood pressure, people. High blood pressure. Battled it for years. I battle it too sometimes. Take care of yourselves. Scott Hall. Razor Ramon. Sergeant Slaughter. The original G.I. Joe. Sid Vicious, or Psycho Sid. One of the nastiest freaking leg breaks you'll ever see when he came off the top rope. Legs do not bend that way. And it was his doing in a sense, but it was also WCW's doing, because they wanted him to be a guy who had a move to come off the top rope. And you know, he didn't want to do it, but they told him, you know what, do it anyway. He did it, and leg break. Sting. I think he's more of greatest of all time than Ric Flair will ever be. But it was stupid that he went to WWE. He didn't need it. I don't care. Your career's, if your career was over, should have stayed away. And actually, when you're talking debates for greatest of all time, how can you forget this guy? What he meant to the business and what he meant to the Attitude Era, even though the Attitude Era basically sucked ass because it shortened careers. Steve Austin, greatest of all time. Trish Stratus, greatest female competitor of all time. Hands down, you can't tell me otherwise. Nobody is better than Trish when it comes to female wrestlers. And it was bullshit that she had the job to Charlotte in her final match. She should have given it to someone else. Let's see. There's Ultimate Warrior, rest in peace. Oh, another great. But there you have it. All 50 cards from Topps, or 2018 Topps Heritage, WWE Heritage Big Legends. Plus a printing plate. Larry Zbyszko. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later.